So hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. Woohoo! Fear has been intense as balls so far. Apparently balls are intense. Right, I actually did a review video on last week's episode. I just didn't upload it because it was like 2 minutes long and I thought, is there much point? So I decided to do like a review so far of shit that we've seen in Fear. Let me just preface this by saying I have really enjoyed Fear since season 1. When Fear was new and when season 1 aired like new, I watched it live every week. I didn't do reactions back then to Fear. When Fear was airing, I don't think I was doing reaction videos at all. I think I started after season 1 of Fear ended, I think. Don't get me wrong, I really don't know. But I did watch season 1 as it was airing and I fucking loved it. Like, I loved season 1 of Fear. Season 2 I thought was pretty good. It's not my favourite season. Season 3 was good as well. And so far this season, I'm really enjoying it. I loved the premiere for this season. I love the new characters that we've been introduced to. I love that it feels like they're taking more risks this season. Even though I know, in past seasons they killed off Travis, they killed off, what was that crazy fucker's name? That kid they killed off? Chris. They killed off Chris. So Fear has never been afraid to take risks. They've never been afraid to just kill someone off. And I have said it before that that's one of the aspects that I love most about Fear. I love how they are just fucking ballsy. They'll look at a character and go, we should kill them off. And they'll just do it. And as much as I hate that because I grow attached to characters, I also love that. Something I've been reading a lot of online as well is people were saying that in past seasons, so like, I remember when I was doing my reactions for season 2, I remember people saying that they found it kind of hard to connect to characters, that the show still felt very new and they felt like they couldn't connect with characters in the same way they could with The Walking Dead. But what I've noticed this season is a lot of my comment section is people saying that they love so-and-so, they love this character. So people have really grown to kind of identify with certain characters. And strangely enough for me, Nick was that for me. I related to the kid. I thought he was a fantastically written character. He was weird, he was funny, he had these fucking demons, but he dealt with them. I really loved his character an awful lot, and it killed me seeing him die. Like, I never expected him to die. I never expected Nick to die at all in Fear. Like, at the same time, I'm kind of happy it happened because where else could his character storyline have gone? You know what I mean? He did an awful lot. His character went through so much shit. What more could he have done at this point in the show? And his death will further the storyline, blah, 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 all of that. Now, I do know that Frank, the guy that plays Nick, wanted to be off the show. He kind of requested it. I have read a lot about that. So, at least he wasn't just killed off and kind of sent off with his bags. He did want this. He knew it was coming. He's chill with it, so fair enough. But I still loved Nick's character, and I think it's going to be so weird seeing the show without him. He gave a fantastic 4 fucking seasons, and I kind of want to go back and rewatch the show just for him. And like, I was saying that the other day that when he was killed off, I just got the sudden urge to rewatch season 1. I think it's because he's in a lot of season 1. I don't know, it's strange. I was super like, the fuck, when he was killed off, but now I'm like, it's that type of show. That happens, and it kind of, it keeps you on your feet, because you just don't know if you like a character, if they're going to die or not. So there is that. So that's Nick. Madison is another one that I'm interested in, I guess. I never really liked her, to be honest. I was never really into Madison. I never thought she was spectacular or anything. But we haven't seen her in current day yet, I don't think, in Fear. She dead. Because Nick seemed to go off the fucking rails a little bit with killing that vulture man that we saw. I think the only thing that could trigger that in him would be if his mother was killed. Obviously, if the vultures are a threat, if they're kind of like a bad presence in the show, the characters that we know aren't going to like them. But at the same time, would Nick just hate the vultures that much just for no reason? Would he just be like, oh, they're bad guys, I despise them, I'm gonna kill this guy? But we haven't seen Madison in current day, which has me like, is she dead? And then you have that scene with Nick in the field. I thought that was such a beautiful send-off. We saw him walking through the field with Madison, and then when he was on the floor, just as he was dying, it's like he opened his eyes and he took a breath. But it's like he was on the other side. It's like he had passed over to his own personal version of heaven, I guess, where he's in this beautiful field. He's back in the last place that we saw him with his mom. So I thought that was such a gorgeous, gorgeous send-off. I really, really liked that. I thought it was so pretty. I guess we'll have to see if Madison's dead. It's pointing towards she is dead, which is kind of what makes me think she mightn't be dead. They could have just taken her captive. She could be held somewhere. I feel like there's something going on with her anyway, but I feel like her being dead could be a bit too obvious. And, you know, then Alicia's the last Clark family member. So then we have the new group. I've already said it. I think Al is a kick-ass bitch. I fucking love her. She's cool. Look at this fuckery. My fucking cardigan that I took off is stuck to my bracelet. Can you not, please? I think John Dory is one of the things that kind of piques my interest the most about this season. I'm like, okay, he's funny, he's sweet, he's a lonely little man. You know, the first scene that we got him where he was talking to supposedly nobody, but he was actually talking to Morgan. I thought that was fucking comical. I love that he keeps trying to hand sweets out to people like an old granddad. He's like, have a sweetie. I like that. I think he's relatable in a lot of ways, and he wears his heart on his sleeve, or at least it appears he wears his heart on his sleeve. Like, you have him talking to Morgan about personal shit. You had him talking to Luciana about stuff. The only thing that has me wary of him is his girlfriend. Now, we learned that his girlfriend was the blonde-haired lady that was in the last episode with Alicia and with Madison. I can't remember her name for the life of me, but he's matching weapons, so obviously that's his woman. The only thing that has me wary about him is, why did she run away from him? You know, it's like, did it get split up? Did she just leave? Was there reasons? I'm just saying, a man and a woman in the apocalypse, if you're a couple, if she runs away, it's not a good sign. It is not a good sign. Did he do something? Is he kind of not who he says he is, or not who he appears to be? I'm just wary of him, you know? And I want to see more of that. It could turn out to be something innocent. He mightn't be a fucking bad guy, but at the same time, I just have that feeling. I'm like, you seem really nice and really friendly and really approachable, but there's something underlying there. So I can't wait to figure out what's going on there. I've loved Morgan so far this season. The premiere this season, it just felt like an extension of The Walking Dead. It was so weird seeing fucking Carol, Jesus and Rick in Fear, even though technically they weren't like in Fear. They weren't like in that unit. Well, they were, but they weren't. Do you know what I mean? Like, they weren't out walking with the Fear characters, but they were still in the episode. I found that like, what is going on? I loved it though, and I hope that we get to see another crossover like that in the future. I feel like the way the episodes have been shot this season have been really, really beautiful, and it has a different feel to the last few seasons. Like the scene in the water park, it kind of reminded me of the scene in the ball pit with Alicia. But I love that they're finding new scenery, they're finding new interesting things to place the characters into, and they're getting more creative with their walkers. Like, you're the walkers in the big fucking whirlpool, you know? Like, I was like, what in the fuck? The way the scenes are shot as well, like with the flashbacks and the present day and stuff, the way there's a difference between saturation and desaturation, and it's a very artsy kind of season visually, and I really like that. So yeah, those were just a few of my views on Fear so far, what I'm liking. I'm still kind of a bit bitter over Nick's death. What was funny is, under my reaction video, everyone was yelling, Frank wanted to leave the show. Well, yeah, everyone found that out, but when I was watching the fucking episode, I don't even think that news was out yet. So I know that now. I know Frank wanted to leave, but still, it doesn't change the fact that I still liked his character, and now he's gone, and I'm like, bollocks to that. I'm not going to pick favourite characters anymore. And even if you picked an inanimate object, even if you picked a car, the car would still probably get blown up and fucking break your heart, you know? Or if you pick a tiger, Shiva, hello. So, like, I'm just not going to pick a favourite anymore. Or I'm going to pick someone that I really don't like and be like, they're my favourites. The new villain. Oh, forgot to talk about him. The leader of the Vultures. The guy that has no fucking fashion sense. Now, I'm not really one to talk. I'm not the most styling. But this man, his clothes, like, I don't know what he is doing or what he's trying to convey with his fashion choices, but it's something. But I really like him, and I think the actor is a really cool guy as well. I follow him on Instagram, and he seems like a really nice, down-to-earth man. And the style of villain that he is really fucking weird, and I like it. I do. The little girl that killed Nick, Can't remember her name either. I'm desperate with names. I can see her face in my head, but I can't think of her name. I think it's Charlie. It's probably not. She's an interesting one because, like, when and where did they pick her up? Where is her actual family? The scene where Nick cut your man slightly on the throat. She seemed... I thought she had a moment where she was kind of thinking she might go with them. That she kind of stopped and she hesitated. And then she got into the car with your man anyway. And then when Nick killed that guy, that was like the final straw for her. She's a hard one to figure out. Like, I'm just excited to see if she stays loyal to that group. Like, did she kill Nick out of that guilty feeling of loyalty that she had to? Or was she pushed into it by someone else in that group? Okay. Or did she kill Nick because she really did want revenge and because she really did love the vultures? I don't know yet, but we'll find out. Anyway, you guys, that is all for this video. Fear has been incredible so far. Let's hope that they keep it up and that it keeps the momentum because it's bitching. Regarding my Walking Dead reactions, I know a lot of you guys are yelling in my comment section about the Walking Dead reactions. I said that I was going to upload reactions to season 1 of The Walking Dead every Friday. I have the whole season done and edited. I can't upload them because I got hit with it was copyright last week and that video got blocked everywhere pretty much. So none of you guys could even see the video, and most of you didn't even know it was uploaded. Most of you guys didn't even know the video was uploaded, so... And that really fucking annoys me too, given the fact that I did work pretty hard on these videos and I can't even upload them because they're going to be blocked and no one's going to see them. But I am finding a way to work around it, so just bear with me, stick with me. I will be updating you guys very, very soon on what's going on with that situation. But all that being said, I hope you guys have a lovely weekend and I'll talk to you all soon.